next, we have Kobe Bryant's father is selling his son's championship ring from the year 2000. And this kind of all goes back to the relationship that Kobe shared with his parents. And from my research, it seems like they were not a close family. Media reports indicate that Kobe marrying his wife Vanessa, who's Latina, is the reason for the wedge in the family.
Mm.
So my first question is, if they did have a strong relationship with him and his wife, if his parents did, are they selling his 2000 championship ring?
Mm. That's tough, man. It probably wouldn't have been a thought to sell it. I'm not sure. I wouldn't just say, oh yeah, no, they wouldn't sell it. But I think it wouldn't have been that thought process. But I mean, that's foul. You don't do that to your son. I mean, it shouldn't matter what he chose in his personal life. I mean, he worked hard for that ring.
Especially considering he was tragically killed in a helicopter accident. I
Right.
mean, that
That and I feel like that's gonna eat him up. Definitely. I mean, it's guilt. Yeah.
it's going to come back around to his
Oh yeah,
parents
it's
probably
already
in their
now. It's probably already now he's feeling that. I mean, that's bad. Why would you sell your child's ring? You know what I mean? That's a big accomplishment.
Do you think that this is more about Kobe's parents needing the money, or is this a dig at their late son and his family?
This is definitely a dig because money, regardless of the money or not, that's too you don't sell those type of things. Those things you kind of cherish, keep with you. Like, hey, this is my son's ring. You know what I mean? That's what you're expecting from a parent. You're not expecting them to, oh, we just needed the money and like it's nothing, like it's worthless.
Yeah, and there's a history of this. They have sold sports memorabilia of his back in 2013, and they were trying to sell larger items, but they got stopped by the courts, and they were only given enough to get a house.
Yeah,
And he actually had to take them to court over this to stop them from selling larger items that are nearly priceless for the most part. I mean, you can't.
yeah,
There's no getting these back. I mean,
trophies and yeah,
Kobe's probably definitely in the top three, top five best NBA players who have ever lived.
all time, exactly. That's no question.
So after they sold his things in 2013, do you think that there was any way for them to repair the relationship?
No, I mean, it really depends on him, but no, anybody else, no, it wouldn't have been. And that's sad to say because it's like that's your parents. You want to have a good relationship with them, but if they're doing things like that, I mean, it's really no going back.
He put out some heartbreaking tweets too. Kobe did when all this went down in
Yeah.
2013.
Mm-hmm.
When you give, and they take.
Yeah.
At what point do you draw a line in the sand? And he was adding hashtags hurt beyond measure.
Yeah.
Gave me no warning, and finally, love with a question mark. And I think that it's sad that all this has happened when he was still around. He's still alive to see it.
Yeah.
And now that he's not around anymore, it's even more tragic that this is still
Still
happening.
happening and still, yeah.
How do you feel about the sale of any athlete's memorabilia or signed merchandise in similar cases to the Bryant family?
It's just sad. I feel for them. I feel for the players. If you have to deal with, because I mean, you're really working. I understand you got to give to your family, but it's more so you're putting all this work in. They're not doing that. So it's like, why should they just automatically get a piece? It should be more so, okay, I did my part. You guys looked after me. I'm going to give to you. But there's like, nah, we made you, so we're just going to take it.
Yeah, I know that during COVID, the sports trading memorabilia and merchandise exploded in popularity. But
Yeah.
I was wondering if this was the reason, although when I saw that he had started selling Kobe's memorabilia in 2013, I was thinking that's probably not. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I don't think so at that time because I mean,
He was going to sell it anyway.
anyway, yeah, his intentions was already bad at that point.
Yeah, football, basketball, baseball, the list just continues on with memorabilia from so many sports and so many talented players.
Yeah.
Do you see the memorabilia and merchandise market slowing down or continuing to grow?
I kind of see it slowing down, but it's never vanished. I think it's definitely gonna probably come back up, especially after hearing this, and if this is recent, yeah. Because like we hear these type of stories later on where the person passes or retires, and where their parents were doing this, and it's a lot.
Well, y'all, please let us know what you think about that. It's definitely a tragic situation,
Yeah.
and family stuff is always really difficult.
It's all, yeah, it is.
And up next, we have J&J Sports coming to y'all with more in 2024.